Welcome students. In this semester 6, you are going to learn 4 papers. Paper number 13, inorganic. Paper number 14, organic. Paper number 15, physical chemistry. And final paper number 16 is of industrial chemistry. Now from this paper number 16, I am going to teach you the unit sugar industry. The syllabus includes the introduction of sugar industry, manufacture of cane sugar from sugar cane in our India, the steps involved in this manufacture are extraction of juice, clarification of juice, concentration of juice, crystallization of sugar crystals, centrifugal method of separation of sugar crystals, and other details of the process, byproducts of sugar industry, and finally manufacture of ethanol from molasses by fermentation method. Of course, we are going to study the sugar industry in our India. Now, sugarcane is the perennial grass in the genus Saccharum and which is used for the sugar production. It is a tall 2 to 6 meter in height with stout fibrous stalk and rich in sucrose. It is the main source of sugar in India and it holds a prominent position as a cash crop. It is one of the important commercial crop in India. Here the production is given. Our India is the second largest producer of sugar in the world after Brazil and is also the largest consumer. Today, Indian sugar industry annual output worth is approximately 80,000 crores. There are 732 sugar factories in our country, and in our Maharashtra 173 cooperative sugar factories. These are cooperative. It not includes the private, and our Maharashtra accounts for 20% of sugar production in India, but it is beyond the state Uttar Pradesh. It produces at 24%. Now, this is a flow diagram of manufacturing process, how the process is conducted. We are going to see the one by one step, how the cane is supplied to the factory, what is done in the mill house, how the juice is extracted, how it is cleared, how it is converted into syrup, and how the syrup is converted into the sugar crystals and how the crystals are separated. This is again the chart showing the process. Now the first is cultivation of sugar canes in the field. The native methods of sowing sugar cane is to plug the land some 3 to 5 times, the plug going round and round the field and forming a fine seed bed about 10 to 15 cm deep, and the plantation is done in this field. Now students, the plantation gives 3 cuttings, that is the crop which is fully grown round about 13 to 14 months, and it is harvested, that is cutted, and again the same crop can give the second cutting after 14 months, and again the third cutting after 14 months. In some countries, the fourth cutting is also carried out when the sugar canes are grown up. They are harvested. The method of harvesting is manually. Now it is replaced by mechanically. Sugar cane is harvested by mechanically harvester, which move along the rows of cane where they are grown up, removing the leafy tops. That is, the top of leaf is removed, which is used as a cattle feed, and cutting the stalk into short pieces, also known as billets. And these billets are loaded into the beans. Beans means trolley, which are towed alongside the harvester. When the beans are full, they are taken and transported to the factory. This is the sugar canes are transported to the sugar industry. Now, on arrival of the sugar to the industry, that is to the processing plant, it is uploaded onto a feeder table, and which is then dropped into the cane carrier, which carries the cane to the cane kicker, where it is shared, that is cut by cane kicker. And this shared cane then proceed to crusher, where it uses a set of roller mills to extract the juice. That is, after cutting, the juice is carried to the milling house. This is the uploading of sugar cane on the feeder table by raising. When the sugar cane is transported to the industry, it is raised mechanically, manually also, and then it is uploaded to the feeder table, which is further carried for crushing. The cane is extracted in the mill, that is, mill contains rollers used for crushing. Of course, the sugar cane are cut into the pieces and crushed in a series of rollers. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rollers in series, which extract the juice in the mill house. This is the crushing of cane chips for the extraction, and these rollers are rotating. In our India, the crushing season is normally start from the month of November, and it continues till the month of April or May, with a varying pattern of minimum or maximum temperature. Now, why it is depending upon the temperature? Students, see, when the sugar cane is brought to the factory, it must be taken for crushing immediately, otherwise the delay in the crushing may lose the sugar. How it is lost? See, due to the heat, the water is dehydrated and losing the sugar percentage, and also the sucrose is converted into, that is, sucrose is a crystallizable. It is converted into non-crystallizable sugars, glucose and fructose, and therefore there is a loss of sugar production, and therefore the recovery of sugar industry. What is the recovery? It is the production of sugar from cane. That is, when 10 gram of sugar is produced from 100 gram of sugar cane, the recovery is 10%. Some industries have more recovery ratio up to 14%, and therefore there must be immediate crushing and delay should be avoided. The crushing is done by tendon concept. What is this concept? Look here. In the some simplest concept, the cane consists of solid fiber material and liquid, that is the juice. Of course, which must be separated before sugar can be produced. Of course, the juice and fiber must be separated. It is done in a milling tendon in which juice is expelled, that is removed from the fiber by successive application of the pressure as the cane passes between the pairs of roller. What is done? When the cane is introduced in the first mill, the pressure is low, and at that pressure the chips are crushed. Due to crushing, the size of the chips becomes smaller, and therefore in the next mill the distance between the two rollers is decreased, that is, pressure is increased, and the same chip when passes through the second roller it is again pressed and the juice is extracted. In the third mill again pressure is increased and that chip is again pressed to remove the remaining juice, and thus it is done in successive mills. This is the rotation. This is a feeder roller. It rotates in this direction. Top roller rotates in this direction, and the chip is delivered in this direction. This is the rotation of 3 groove rollers. Now finally, a counter current of stream of water is used to remove the juice from the crusher. That is, as cane is crushed into the crusher, the traces of juice are removed by counter current of stream of water. Finally, the spent cane, which is known as a bagasse, is separated and it is collected in the bagasse yard. Now the extracted juice is taken for the next step, that is a clarification, also known as a depucation process. Clarification or depucation. What are the treatment? The first treatment is lime treatment. The milk of lime, that is a suspended solid of solution of calcium hydroxide, is mixed to the juice and heated. Also, carbon dioxide gas is passed through the juice to help coagulation and precipitation. Due to this process, coagulation and suspension of impurity takes place and sludge is formed. And this coagulated juice is clarified to remove the sludge. And this sludge is further filtered through the filter press, and it is then disposed of as a solid waste, and it is known as press mud. The color of the juice, which is opaque, is removed during the lime treatment. Of course, most of color is removed. The final process is a sulfitation process. This is the process in which sulfur dioxide gas passes through the juice to remove the color of the juice completely. That is, sulfur dioxide gas is a bleaching agent, and thus the juice becomes colorless. Now this clarified juice is then preheated and concentrated in evaporators and vacuum pan. Thus, we have seen the points: extraction of juice in the mill house and process on the extracted juice, that is the clarification or depucation of the juice. With this, I conclude my lecture. Thank you.